Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the case may be in whatever region of the world you live in. Thank you for tuning into this video. Thank you for clicking on play. And thank you for coming to my channel. Now, what I'm about to say needs to be said. I'm going to be taking a break, first off, for maybe a few days, maybe a week. I don't want to upload anything. I'm going to let the videos sit as they sit and return when I want to return. It may be in a few days. It may be in a week. But I'm probably not going to go over that. Now, the thing that's pushing this video is not any one specific incident or any one person or anything along those lines. So please do not take this the wrong way. But I've had many people come up to me since they see me making these videos. And they've seen me making these videos for almost 2 years now. In September it'll be 2 years that I've been putting out these guitar videos. Since I started, I've been using budget gear. I've been using budget guitars. I only own one Gibson Les Paul. I'm not Les Paul. And it's an LGO acoustic. I've had it in one of my videos. And it was basically my dad's guitar before he passed. It's a nice little guitar. It's a 1960s. But it's not particularly special. Nor has it ever been, even when it was newer back in the 70s and I was playing it. Late 70s, early 80s, stuff like that. When I could sneak it away from my dad and play it. When he didn't know that I was playing it. He didn't want me playing it. So, I've learned over the time that I've been in the music business and the time that I've been playing guitars that there's nothing special about Gibson. There's nothing special about Fender. There's nothing special about PRS or any other guitar company. Having those guitars, having a name on a headstock, doesn't make you a better player. You make you a better player. What you do with your sound makes you a better player. How you can manage your EQ settings, what effects you use, things like that. All that stuff is much more important than the thing that's strapped around your neck. Nut material, pickups, wood, bridge materials, tuners, mostly they're cosmetic. If they function and they're not garbage, then they're going to work. Plastic nut, bone nut, tusk nut, graphite nut. Now, my guitars, I have everything, all four of those. I have plastic, bone, I believe I have a tusk nut in one of them. Can't remember which one it is. Even I forgot. And you know what? They sound the same. Why? Because it's not important. The nut material is not important. The wood in your guitar is not important. The guitar I just recorded a video with, the Van Halen one, it's not a mahogany guitar. It's not an alder. It's not an ash. It's made out of that stuff called Paulina. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Paulina? Paulina. I think it's Paulina. Yeah, that's it. But anyway, it's a very light guitar. It's got a bolt-on neck, and it does the Van Halen stuff. It does all sorts of stuff. It did the Stone Temple Pilots sound from a mahogany guitar. The wood matters not. The nut material means nothing. The pieces mean nothing. As long as they function well, they work. The pots, the caps, all that stuff that these companies want to push on you because they want to sell these things to you. None of that means anything. Why? Because it's you. You're the person who makes the sound good. No guitar is going to make you sound good. No pot, no cap, no nut material, no bridge material, no pickup. None of that's going to make you sound good. You're the one who's going to make yourself sound good. And I've proved it over 2 years. Well, not over 2 years, but almost 2 years in this channel. I've proved that budget guitars are every bit as good as the hyper expensive guitars. Hell, I even went so far as to spend a ton of money all last year. In when I started this channel, I had 2 electric guitars. I now have 31. Since I started this channel, I bought 29 electric guitars, including a bass. I bought several amplifiers, effects pedals. I bought a whole bunch of amp simulators, just to show people that it doesn't matter what kind of guitar you play, who makes it, or how much it costs. You can still get all of those authentic sounds from them. To me, a Gibson guitar is no better than a Harley Benton, an Epiphone, ESP, or a Monoprice. Yeah, I said it. And I realize that a lot of people aren't going to like hearing that. But prove me wrong. Show me the videos where I didn't get Boston's sound with a Monoprice. Show me a video where I didn't get Eddie Van Halen's sound with a cheap guitar. In a couple cases with a $50 guitar. With upgrades. I challenge you. But when it comes down to it, that's what I've been trying to prove on this channel. People don't like me for it. I've been shunned from several music communities online, especially on YouTube, because I don't buy into the marketing. I don't buy into it. It's not my scene. And I will absolutely not mislead people by saying that this expensive guitar is the way they need to go. You make your own choices with your money. How you spend your money is really none of my business. I really don't care how you spend your money. If you want to sell a kidney to buy a custom shop Gibson or mortgage your house, you go right ahead. But do not, in my presence, tell beginners or other people that that guitar is superior to anything I own. Because it's not. It's not. So, I know I may lose subscribers out of this. I know I may piss some people off. I really, honestly, what's more important to me is the truth. What's more important to me is proving to beginners and people of limited means, because I didn't grow up a rich kid, proving to them that just because they can't afford a certain thing that certain people seem to have, that means they can't become musicians. And that is an absolute and utter lie. And it will always be a lie. None of these legendary players, Eddie Van Halen, Jimi Hendrix, Johnny Cash, Roy Clark, all those people, none of them started out with expensive gear or expensive guitars. Hell, Elvis lived in a shotgun house. And a shotgun house is where the poorest of the poor lived, where he grew up in Mississippi. So, if you honestly think that the expensive guitar is going to make you a better person, or a better guitar player, or make you show up as really, really cool, that's on you. But none of that stuff has any bearing on if you can play it or not, and what kind of sound you're going to get out of it. The most important thing about your guitar is what happens after that chord comes out of it. That's the most important thing in your sound. And if, of course, if you can play it. And that's it. That's pretty much all I got to say. Also, I'm going to be taking that break. I'm going to be taking a break from making videos for a couple of days. Maybe a week, I don't know. I have no idea how long I'm going to be taking a break, but I've been getting a lot of heat from individuals here and there that I don't let stay on my channel, where they're just basically trying to bully me and trying to pull their nonsense with me. I've been getting a lot of heat on other channels as well. And I don't want it to become a situation like it was last year when I dared challenge a certain individual who worked for a certain guitar company, who loves to say greetings, and his little buddies who came after me, cyberbullied me, tried to dox me, tried to get my channel deleted. I'm not going to put up with that crap. And I'm not going to invite it again. So I've said what I had to say. This is probably the last time I'm going to sit there and make a video like this. A couple of things I want you to take away from this is, one, there's no reason to spend over $1,000 for a guitar at all. Hell, I wouldn't even spend over $500 unless you modify it. Then maybe you'll spend a little bit more. It's not going to make you a better guitar player. It's not going to make you sound any better. And the feel of the guitar, learn how to set it up. Learn how to customize it to you. Learn every little bit about that guitar, how to solder in new parts if you want, and you'll be able to make something that's a $7,000 Gibson out of a $500 guitar. I've done it with my SG, my Epiphone SG that I barely spent $750 doing all the work on it because I had to get those Seymour Duncans so that the gear snobs that I was showing that this guitar is decent wouldn't think, oh well, those pickups sound like crap. Those aren't name brand pickups. They're Seymour Duncans. They're the ones the pros use, the rock stars use. Every bit of that guitar is everything the rock stars use. It's a custom shop SG. It's a custom shop. Every part of it is. Plays like it, feels like it, whole 9 yards, totally customized to me. And it cost me $750 to do all that. Remember that Eddie Van Halen's original Frankenstrat cost him $250 to make, and he changed the entire guitar world with it. They laughed at him until they heard him play it. Saw him and heard him play it. Then they stopped laughing. So be proud of what you own. Be proud of what you have, no matter how much you paid for it. And just play what you got. If you like Gibsons, I'm not sitting there and cutting you apart over that. If you like PRSs, whatever, Fenders, if that's your thing, that's your thing. But don't you ever try to tell someone else that Gibsons and Fenders and PRSs are superior to budget instruments, because they're not. That's just the bottom line. That's the way it works. It's the way it is. I've already proved it 2 years almost on this channel. Have a nice day.